But they don't have this one. This is the only one that made like this.
Man, fuck that.
Man, fuck you.
Yeah, motherfuckers.
Man, fuck you.
Hey, man, don't.
That's how I like to kick it off.
Kick off Monday with the F word.
Fuck you.
Man, when you say, there are certain words that you can say like that. Fuck you. Well, I had a teacher who had a big mustache, and when he would say fuck, it would whistle through his mustache. And so he would think he was just this giant queen, and he was super sexual.
Intimidating.
Yeah, and he would go, and I got fucked. And he would say things like that. And
like Yosemite Sam.
It would whistle. He giant mustache. And what happened in the scene? What happened in the scene, Ryan? Other than the fact that you almost got fucked. He did that to a guy who got in a wrestling match.
It's so intense.
We had a big gay dancer in our class, or he was kind of androgynously sexual, but he was big and he was Swedish and he was, much bigger, 6'4", but a ballet dancer. And my one friend was like built like me, but macho and wasn't such a good actor. And he did a scene and he attacked the ballet dancer, and the ballet dancer.
Frustration?
Yeah. Well, they got all emotional and he attacked them. They were trying to do the scene and he was pretending to be an army guy, and the fucking ballet guy gets on him, breaks character, and goes, "Ryan, calm down. Kevin
Spacey him, hold him down.
Yep, hold him down. The guy's like, "Get me! And his voice started going, "Ah, you got to understand, there are women in the class. It's an emotional
Yeah, it's
scene.
embarrassing.
And he starts crying.
And so Yosemite Sam.
My teacher goes, all right. Ryan, what happened here? Besides the fact that you almost got fucked. And it was so awful. It was like, ooh. Fuck.
Hey, I got something for you.
Yeah.
Me road dog.
Hey, man, listen up. I'm glad you brought this up.
Hold on.
Go ahead. Careful.
Me road dog.
No, listen.
I just got back from the road.
You've not been doing the road long enough. You're a fucking road puppy. And you need to hear this, pup.
Hey, me road dog.
You road pup.
No, I'm not road pup.
No.
Whatever city I went to, they were chanting, Road Warrior.
No.
Road Warrior.
This is very important.
Warrior. And that's why I wore my Ultimate Warrior shirt for the Warrior Road.
Me and Chris D'Elia were talking about this. You understand this, that you're a road pup, you puppy, you road puppy. You've been on the road 3 times. You shut the fuck up.
No,
and you ask me questions about everything.
Hey, I've been international.
No.
No, let me just ask you something.
I don't care.
No, let me just ask you something. I know I'm this road tadpole and you got some old toads.
Are you road puppy?
No, I'm road tadpole. You guys are old frogs.
Road toads.
No,
We road toads, you road tadpole.
Yeah, I'm road
All right, I'll take that.
It's hard to say.
A couple road toads, you road tadpole.
Let me just ask you, me being this young road tadpole. You been to Australia?
All right, man. Don't be.
Hey, no. Hold on. You been to 6 different countries?
Look, man, if I want to do a...
Hey, no. Let me ask you something here.
Come on, man.
Did you do 7 shows in Dublin in 3 days?
Look, I'll do a Commonwealth tour if I have to, motherfucker.
No, hold on. Me, Road Warrior.
No.
Can you and Chris refer to me as Road Warrior?
No fucking way. No fucking way. I got so mad. I sent him, Brendan, a text. I was like, just a couple things, because you were sending me some shit. I was like, you're a road puppy, and don't fucking forget it. And then Chris is like, yeah, he jumped on that right away.
Chris got upset.
You're like, no, guys, I'm a road dog. Just like me. Remember our open micers? You shut the fuck up.
I went all the years grinding on the road. Yeah. We finally made it, fellas.
Fucking
the Three Musketeers.
Johnny come lately to the old train. Hey, guys, I'll just take a seat in first class. You guys mind moving over? We're all like, huh? What the fuck is this guy?
I'll tell you what.
Who's the upstart?
Waking up being in Charlotte all by myself, strolling the streets looking for dinner.
I know. It gets a little lonely, right?
Again, on the road again.
Here I go.
You can see why they write those songs, those bands.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, there are the times where you'd be snowed in fucking
you would be?
Kansas, snowed in. And we have canceled the show. The best is this. Look, we're going to cancel the show. I'm in a Best Western, though, and there's nowhere to go. Yeah, snow. And then, okay, so no show tonight. And then this, you mind if I pay you $1,000 less?
I guess, man.
And I go, no. Yes, I do mind. And he goes, all right, well, can I pay you $1,000 like in about 3 weeks?
Oh, God damn it, man.
God.
How frustrating
I was like,
that?
I guess so.
You know where I could live? Well, 2 spots after, because I'm thinking about moving. Not out of L.A., but just in general.
Yeah.
In Nashville, I saw our boy Wes and Jen.
Yep.
So Wes and Jen moved out there.
Wow.
Bought a house like half an hour
And they
outside
have a
the city.
beautiful house, I'm sure.
Straight up on like 3 acres, this giant crib.
For $6.
The kids can run around. Yeah, they paid $18 for that.
$18.
Yeah, it's huge. And going out there, I'm like, dang, I would love something like this. Get out of this rat race. I'd love this.
Me too.
And then I get to Columbus. I'm going around. I could live in Columbus too. You know what I'm thinking about moving? I've been. When you have time on the road, you look through some shit.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about moving to Tarzana.
I have friends who live in Tarzana.
I know.
Larry, our old business manager.
Rogan lives near there.
I think it's a mistake.
You do?
And I'll tell you why.
Because it's not as far as Calabasas.
Yeah. So I think it's a huge mistake for you.
You think?
Yep, and I'll tell you why. I think what you're drawn to is the houses.
Yes.
Okay. And you kind of thinking, my family and then schools and all that stuff and community.
Which are all good out there.
Yeah. The problem is, and please know this and hear me because I've done this and I've done it all in terms of living everywhere, right?
Yeah, you've been all over.
You are in your car.
You old.
You will be in your car and you will be in your car all the time and you will never have, and you'll never, and whether you know it or not, you really like having a street or two that has everything that you can stroll around. You also,
well, now I don't really stroll. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand. But also, please know this, whether you know it or not, there is a difference in the air. There's a difference
the west side?
in where you are right now versus, I'm telling you, the temperature, it's 15 degrees cooler. The air is different. And there's something about being close to the beach, even when you don't see it, that you will never be able to explain, but you will feel.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm telling you. I mean, I know you.
I'm going to go scout it out, though. I'm going to go snoop around.
It's dangerous, because I did.
Snoop around.
It's dangerous because you can get a hell of a house. And what's going to happen is you're going to go,
son.
I can see myself living here. And then you're going to live there, and there are no sidewalks, and there's nowhere for your kids to kind of mingle.
I don't know. Which place did you live in? Tarzan?
I know Tarzana
some of those
pretty
places
well.
are pretty sweet.
No, I know.
And there's sidewalks.
No. I know Tarzana. It's amazing.
Yeah.
If what I would say,
after seeing Wes's place, I was like,
I know. Listen,
this rat race we're in now in Santa
get
Monica's so busy. Venice is so packed.
well, you know what's funny also about that is I just was talking about this today. It's like when you hustle, and I know everybody out there, people hustle, like people have tough lives and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But there's something about Hollywood trying to make it in this business because it's only up to you. Like it's all up to you, right?
There's no manager calling you
There's
saying,
no,
do this, try this.
You have to come up with
say
new
this.
ways to make money and stay relevant. So that means social media. So that means writing stand-up. That means doing stand-up. That means traveling. That means competing. That means trying to pitch a show. Yeah. That means hopefully getting a show, but then you're competing with other things. Is there any space on the network? You're pitching it. All that stuff, right? Then we're managing time. I got to go to New York on Wednesday, so we're trying to figure out the podcast. There's all that stuff. And I think when it's just nonstop like that, but you're always the only person that can solve those problems, after a while, like at the end of the week, you go, man, I'd like to move to Italy and wear jackets and just be a gentleman.
But just for like 3 days and then come back to it.
Yeah. Like
I just need to reset.
Yes. And when you go out to Nashville, where you see how Americans live, where you see like a cool neighborhood, a cul-de-sac, and you see these houses and their big yards with dogs, and you go, what the fuck am I doing? I'm in traffic all the time.
It's not too much. I mean, during the weekends, if you're trying to get anywhere when everyone's out, Santa Monica, the areas we're in
it's a lot of.
It's packed.
It's packed.
The West Side's packed.
Yes, and getting more and more so, and it's expensive as fuck.
Everywhere's expensive. You get what you pay for, but I don't know. I'm going to snoop around there, try it out. We'll see.
I'm going to strongly urge against it.
Like an Uber chopper. We'll see. One-man helicopter.
So that might be different.
That'd be a good idea.
Because, by the way, also remember,
I'm a homebody.
I did this for 2 years. The traffic.
You in Calabasas, though.
Doesn't matter. The traffic is
Calabasas
fun.
Far as fuck.
It's not that far. I'm telling you. And especially there in Tarzana, around Reseda and that area, or what are those streets? It gets packed on
I like the crib right off
405.
Topanga Canyon. So I can go in between Topanga Canyon.
I like Topanga, but again, I did that for 2 years too. And at certain times of the day, you're stuck on that one road. Certain times of the day, most of the day, that artery 101, 405.
Yeah.
We'll see in about 45 minutes.
See, fuck the 101 and the 105.
But you have to take it a lot of times, especially in
Just
Tarzana.
depends, though.
Tarzana, you have to take it.
Yeah.
Tarzana, you don't want to go up. It'll be
Paying
tough.
it to the 10? I'm thinking to paying it to Pacific to get into Venice.
Did it. Well, it'll add an hour of driving time.
Yeah.
Not less.
Yeah.
And that adds up because it's 2 hours of driving time.
There and back.
Yeah. Minimum. I promise. And it'll wear on you. You'll see. You'll see. It'll wear on you. But that's me.
Yeah, we'll see.
You know, why don't you get out of here? You know, why don't you get the fuck out of here?
Wes trying to convince me to move to Nashville. I'm like, can't move to Nashville, man. I have to be in LA.
And now via remote control, we're Skyping in again, guys.
No successful podcast does it two guys via Skype.
No,
it's just if you're Skyping in with each other, just don't do it.
Yeah.
It's just not real.
No. And sure, it'd be great. I love Wes and I would love Nashville, but you know.
But also I don't want to live in Nashville. No. Don't get it twisted.
No. It's pretty. I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, look at the weather. It's 75 degrees.
It's the best place on earth. Tell you what, in Nashville I walked by this place. I thought it was a Justin Bieber concert. So it's the longest line you've ever seen for these for a chicken. Hattie B's Chicken. Have you ever heard of it? Hattie B's Chicken. Yep. Never heard of it. My brother told me to go there. My hotel was a block away. Mm-hmm. The longest line you've ever seen for food.
Hattie B's Chicken.
So I walk by and I go, what are you waiting for? And the lady goes, oh, chicken. It's literally the best in Nashville. You can't get anywhere else. I'm like, fuck, I need that. And so I was talking to the fans after one of my shows. I'm like, damn, do you have a hookup for Hattie B's Chicken? And she goes, just call in and go right past the line and pick it up. So I called in, and it was the best chicken I've ever had in my life.
Really?
Oh, my God.
And you just called in and went and picked it up?
I walked right by everyone. They were in line for like 2 hours. I walked right by, took it to my hotel, and
do you have the
scarfed it down.
Do you have the Clear yet? Do you have Clear?
No, TSA. Still with TSA.
Clear is the best. I walk up. I don't even need an ID. I just put my 2 fingertips down.
Look at this shit, though. It has different like heat. There's Mother Cluckin' Hot, which I tried. Burnt my mouth. Lips went numb.
Hot. Yeah, there's no.
And then I just got the regular hat. That shit was delicious.
There's something about fried chicken that you can't beat. It might be the greatest food of all time.
Nashville's food it's up there, man. It's up there.
Yep.
Austin, Nashville,
New South.
Yeah, they got some good food down there.
Now I could live in Austin, even though it's getting crowded. I could live in Austin. I think.
You think? I think. Yeah.
I think I could.
Wherever I move, you would have to move. Vice versa.
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere. Yeah.
No.
Plus, we need to be here too.
Yeah, we do.
Especially stand-up wise, you can't be anywhere else.
No.
You can be in New York, but I fucking hate snow.
Yeah, New York. No.
I'm not a New York
Also, you want to live in a box? Go ahead.
Yeah.
New York will really get to you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, if I'm there for 2 days, it gets
You're marching in a parade and running a marathon every single day.
No.
If you like marching in a parade and running a marathon every day, that's
New
New
living
York
in a
City.
tin hut.
Did it for years.
$2 million.
Yep.
Yeah. For $2
Did
million.
it for years, and it wasn't a $2 million place.
Nope.
Yeah. And then you smell the apartment. When you're in an apartment building, that air doesn't circulate, you see. That air sits. It's
like
the
an
air
airplane.
It's the breath of many nations. And that's right, because everybody's pooing and breathing, and then the hallway, that air seeps under the doorways.
Not for me, man.
No.
You smell what everywhere.
And then you get on the subway,
cooking.
please get on the subway in the summer. You're pushed up against everybody.
People
and they're sweating.
People farting.
Farting and sweating. Oh, there's lots of smells. And then, of course, you have a bum pooing in the corner.
Well,
it's all good stuff, man.
It's the world
it's great. And then once in a while, somebody just comes up and shoves you into a train, and you lose your foot.
Well, that happens.
Yeah, or your face. It's
Jesus
good.
Christ, man.
Yep, that's right. New York City.
I could live. Ohio's nice too. Ohio's nice. This morning, so I left at 3 a.m. our time to get on a flight here to make in time for the podcast. The gentleman next to me, biggest human being I've ever seen.
Really?
Not in a good way.
Oh, no.
He had to get an extension on his seatbelt.
Oh, boy.
Like they have this thing where they do an extension on an extension.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like it.
No. That's a big boy.
He was literally melting over into my side. Nice guy, though. I thought he stole my phone. I fell asleep. I couldn't find my phone. I immediately thought it was his fat ass.
He could, too, couldn't he?
And
he could, like, hide it in one of his...
In his folds.
Yeah.
He could hide it in his neck.
That's really true, right?
I know. And so he could hide it in the back of hot dog just smuggling in his neck. But I came to, I was a little out of it. I'm like, God, where's my phone? I couldn't find it. I'm like, and he goes, well, looking for your phone? I'm like, yeah, I am. So right away, I'm suspicious, you know?
Yeah.
but I later found it. It fell on the floor.
I got my friend out of this is a weird segue, but it's timely because you said neck rolls. I got my friend out of a major jam because he was about to move in with his girlfriend, and I left
mutual friend of ours.
You've met him.
Oh,
Big
but not.
Gary.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and he was about to move in with his girlfriend, but he had a Colombian girlfriend on the side, that side piece. And I called and I said, hey, Bubba, looking for you. You might be out with your Colombian girl, but whatever. And she heard the message.
Ooh.
And he called me up and he goes,
Hey, way to go, B.
Yeah, hey,
way to
fuck
go.
face. Hey,
way to go, man.
I'm a dead man and I got to find a way out of this. And so I go, okay, call me up and ask me what I meant.
Is this recently?
No, this is...
He is too old for this. We could.
No, we were younger. But it was, listen, these are situations where you're about to move in with your girl, your house is on fire.
And Bryan Callen drops the ball.
I grenaded.
Yeah.
I dropped a little grenade like, you guys gonna move in happily ever after? Here you go. You mind if I pull the pin and just drop this? You guys have a good time. Get
Oh, God.
I mean, she's losing her shit. So she's, by the way, at the time in Austin, she was on a business trip, calls up. And he goes, hey. I go, hey. And he goes, you mentioned something about my Colombian girl? I go, what? And he goes, my Colombian girl. I go, I did? And he goes, yeah. What were you talking about? I go, I don't know. I don't know if I mentioned that. He goes, well, you either did or you didn't. I go, oh, fuck. You mean Nina the neck roll? Nina the neck roll. Nina the neck roll. He goes, what? I go, why were you talking to that girl? She had neck. Me and Jimmy were talking. You were talking to her, that Colombian girl, that giant Colombian girl. You were talking to her all fucking night, and we were looking at her neck rolls, and I've never seen anything like it. And I went through a whole detailed story about Nina and her neck rolls.
And he's good?
And and it got him out of the fucking mix. I just had to keep
that
focusing
neck roll
on the
remind
neck
you
roll.
of that long story.
A little long story. But I got him out of it. He called me up and he goes, you're a genius. I'm good. And I go, well, you might want to, not
Jesus Christ,
not be
man.
with. And then that Colombian girl turned out to be, well, she was a hooker. I didn't know this.
It sounds like it's...
Well, she was a hooker, and then but then she stopped. She kind of she'll lure him in where he was paying her, and then she goes, you don't have to pay me anymore. But she wanted Daddy Warbucks.
Yeah.
And then he decided he had to break up with her, and then she threatened to have her narco boyfriend
Christ, come after
kill him.
My God.
Yeah, so there was that. It was really good. It's good stuff.
No more neck rolls.
And then he was killed.
And then your friend died.
And then he died. He was pulled apart.
That'd be nice.
With motorcycles.
How about your boy Louis C.K. just pulling his dick out?
Talk
about a segue.
Have you ever had anybody like have you ever been in a park? Probably not because you're a big guy, but I was in a park with my dog in New York City, and a guy with spiky blonde hair was just standing there looking at me next to a tree and jerking off.
To your dog?
To me, looking at me. And I got immediately, I was like, dude, I'm a dude. But I'm a dude. So maybe what makes you think I'm not going to come over there and kick you in your dick? But it was very disconcerting because he was so crazy.
Yeah.
And I thought,
he probably wants you to do
yeah. Like is he looking to try to like stab me and kill and fuck me? So
with Louis C.K., I think he's getting lumped into, and I'm not defending what Louis C.K. did. It's awful, and I definitely don't condone it, and I've definitely never jacked off in front of a girl. But he has some serious issues. But you can't lump him the same as Harvey Weinstein and Brett Ratner. You just can't. Different animal.
So I think that with Louis, the way I look at it.
It's all bad.
Yeah.
But there's levels to this.
Well, it'd be like this.
There's levels to this creep game.
Yes. So I look at Louis' thing as this weird perversion. Like he's got a bit of a perversion, like a very strange condition, like a pathology where he gets off and he has to do it. But if you and I were friends and I found out you were doing that to women, like you were working with or whatever, I would be like, Brendan. It'd be one of those where you'd say my name 15 times.
Yeah.
I go, Brendan. What
are you doing?
Brendan.
Yeah.
What are you? And then what would the next question be? What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? You can't do this. And I feel like, to me, it's this. When I think of him doing this, I think of him having this compulsion, this sad compulsion. And so it's not the jerking off. I think all of us kind of go, even the women are like, oh, it's kind of weird and creepy. I think where the problem lies is that he's in a position of power. You work for him and you kind of have to deal with
he
it?
was kind of in a position of power when it came out. He wasn't the Louis C.K. was now.
It's true.
Like he wasn't Brett Ratner or Weinstein, where he's going to change your career with a flick of a
definitely
finger.
not, definitely
like he, you know what I'm saying? Like
definitely not.
He's not like he's Kevin Hart, who you know what Kevin Hart is now, and he goes, "All right, I'm going to give you this role, and you're set for life." Like,
that's true.
Man, he really wasn't that big of a baller back then. Don't get me wrong, he was doing well.
I think he bounces back from this. What do you think?
I think he bounces back, yeah. Like I said, he's in a different league than those guys. He's obviously a creep, needs some help. I was reading this article that this psychologist was breaking down why guys masturbate in front of women like that. And it's one of the reasons she was saying is it comes back to he has anger towards women. And he knows it's going to put him like on the defense.
Oof.
And they get off on that.
Jesus.
It starts from his childhood with his mother. So they do that, and the more like they're scared, and the more they're like oh my God, like creeped out, the better it is for them.
Oh man, see, I never want that. I want women to like me.
And he thought he was kind of in the clear because he would ask them before.
Right, but you can't. But by the way, when you ask them, and all of a sudden you're naked, and you got two women who haven't even taken their winter coats off, and they're comics, and they're standing there, and you're jerking off, like it's so embarrassing. I'm so embarrassed.
How hideous is he though?
It's so embarrassing. Don't you think it's like, to me, like to be in the news as this person is so fun. I'd rather like they found out I killed people.
I think he did the right thing by hitting it straight on me. Like, yeah, I did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a problem. I did it.
Yeah.
And then he gets over it.
Yeah.
But if you try and defend it and say, no, it didn't happen like that. Yeah, I did this. She condoned this. Then you're in a mess.
Do you think that,
would you rather have Harvey Weinstein or Louis C.K. jack off on you? If you like had to pick.
Louis C.K.
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
a bigger fan.
Well, and he's like on the, they're both on First Team All Ugly. But Weinstein's the captain.
So my friend Jimmy Burke, who listened to the Weinstein tape, remember when he's like asking that girl?
Yeah.
He said, you know what I heard? I heard a simpering addict. And my old girlfriend, Catherine, was the first, I can say her name now because I didn't realize this. She's the first girl to come out about Harvey Weinstein. Mm-hmm. So the New York Times interviewed her because an actress gave her name because they were investigating. They asked an actress who you would know. And she said, well, my friend had an experience. And so she said that it started with him, welcome to the Weinstein family. She was at Miramax. She had read Red Rock West and another script that was big. It might have been Shakespeare in Love. I can't remember. Either way, it was a long time ago. So she reads these scripts, and she's beautiful. She was so beautiful at 23. And talented, great dancer, beautiful in every way. And he goes, welcome to the Weinstein family, man. You come here anytime. I have another script for you. We think you're really talented. She had just done Swingers, and he's like, you're amazing, and you should come to our events. Come to our screenings. And he goes, in fact, what are you doing later today? There's a screening today if you want. And she goes, it's early evening, and she goes, oh, great, and we'll come. And it was for another famous movie. I can't remember. She goes, well, it's not with and remember, a lot of women worked at Miramax at the time. A lot of women, so she felt really safe.
Sure,
and he was really like kind of fatherly. So she gets there, and it's him and her, and it's more of a movie theater. It's not even a screening. So now it's like, this is kind of a date, and he's sitting next to her. And she's like, oh, this is weird. And then she sees a woman she knows in the business. She's like, oh, no, this is embarrassing. She might think I'm on a date with this guy. Yeah. So, okay, they see the movie. Then she goes, I'm going to get in a cab. And he goes, no, she goes, I need to find the subway. He goes, great, the subway. You know what? Come up. Can you go to my room? Come up to my apartment because I have a script I want to give you. And she goes, no, I'll wait down here. And he goes, come up. My wife is up there anyway. Just come on up and you can say hi and stuff like that. And so she goes, oh, okay. She knew he had just adopted a baby. So she goes up and there's a picture of his wife, but his wife isn't there. They sit down and she was really interesting. She said to me, she goes, he talked to me and he made me feel smart. He was talking about, we're talking about literature, and I was 23 and I was being taken seriously. And then she gets up to go and he goes, okay, I'll walk you out, but just hold on. Let me go to the bathroom. He goes to the bathroom and comes out in a robe and asks her for a massage. And she goes,
maybe his back was tight.
Maybe his back was tight.
Maybe his neck was wound up.
And she goes, no, I don't want to do this.
Massages.
And immediately she went, oh no. She was like, wait a minute.
Spotted body.
Yeah. She goes, no. I don't. And he goes, a lot of girls have done it. And he goes through the list of actresses. So she goes, oh, that's fine, but I'm just not going to do that. I don't feel comfortable giving you a massage. So he goes, all right, well, and she goes, I really have to go. And he goes, okay, I'll walk you out. He goes back into the bathroom, comes out naked.
Takes another level.
Comes out naked.
Ante's up is what we call that.
Ante's up. And she goes, and he's a big guy, and she goes, I'm going to get raped. Here it is. I'm about to be raped. Long story short, he got in the front of the door where the door was, and she was behind a couch. Yes.
He doubled down.
And what she said was interesting, though. She said that he was begging, like, so she would go, why are you doing this? How can you do this? And he goes, I know, you're right. I'm sorry. I'll put my clothes on, but just show me your tits. You know, it was like that. He was like an addict. Like, okay, you're right. Well, I won't. But can you just show me your ass? Like, it was that. And then so it was like this thing
begging.
Where she was like, what are you doing? How are you doing this? This is so wrong and gross. You have me come, and now you're in this, and your wife lives here. And he goes, I know, it's terrible. I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah, they say the psychology is they recognize themselves as worthless and pieces of shit.
Yes.
So then when he does it, it kind of qualifies him, like verifies, oh, I am a piece of shit. I'm doing this again.
Right. And so even by her own admission, it was almost like this predator
sad,
slash
right? Like,
act.
God damn, bro.
Yeah.
You got your titties hanging out. You got spots on your body.
And I used to think the way she just retold the story, because when she told, I used to tell the story as Salma Hayek was there, but she wasn't. So that was I told a totally different story because but I got the full story from her. I talked to her this weekend about it.
This guy's a bummer.
And that was what happened. She was alone. Finally, this is even crazier. So finally, he puts on his clothes. Same night. Uh-huh. He begs forgiveness. He begs her forgiveness. He goes, I'll put you in movies and everything else. And she's standing there. And she's like, and he goes running back in the bathroom. She thinks about bolting, but he's like, I'm begging you, please. I'm begging you, please forgive me. Please, I'll never do this again. Please forgive me. And she's a really good person, right? So she's like, fuck. All right, let me get out of here. He comes out with his clothes on. He goes to get her a cab, and he gets in the cab with her.
God, dog.
And then he drives her down. She jumps out to a bar downtown. She runs in and says to the bartender, just a New York bartender, she goes, please talk to me like you know me. Please talk to me like you know me. And her hands are shaking. And the bartender's a New York guy. He's like, what? He's like, what are you, She goes, please talk to me like me. He watched her through the window in the cab for like 15 minutes. He didn't leave.
What a psycho.
So that's the story.
He's crazy.
That's the full story from her. And she was the first person to come out because she was like, I haven't told anybody. She told me and a couple of people.
Yeah.
But she, and really when she told me the story, she told me that he chased her around like a couch. And I thought it was in a hotel room, but it turned out it was in his place. Long story short, when the New York Times came and asked her, she thought about not saying anything. And she said, I'm almost 50. I'm not really in the business anymore.
Let's kick this thing off.
Yeah, she didn't make any money.
He never paid her off or anything like that?
No.
No roles or anything?
No. She was so talented, and she thinks that it's because every time she would see him, she would get sweaty palm and fucked up. Cortisol.
Yeah.
And also
it's triggers.
Yeah, triggers.
He's just a bad dude. He's screwed, man.
Bad dude.
He's super.
Whereas
screwed.
Someone like Louis C.K., I feel is.
I don't think he's. I don't condone it, but I think
are you looking at it
guy.
as more of a sickness, like a weird, like kind of a.
Yeah,
like
I think they're all sick.
It's pathetic though.
Yeah,
more pathetic with Louis, right?
Yeah. His two daughters too. That's what really bugs me out.
I used to see them.
Dad did that.
I used to walk my dog by his house every day. He's a beautiful little.
What's
dog.
crazy? If you're Louis C.K., how many years did he grind, and never made it?
I know.
He's always in the rooms traveling. He's on the road doing this. Everyone talks about how talented he is. Never made it. Just the guy. Then blows up, and then you jacked off in front of girls, and all that's down the drain.
Fuck.
His deal with FX. His special on HBO, his special on Netflix.
I know.
The Louis show, all that gone.
It's that joke about the guys like, look at this, man. I build a wall. I build a 25-foot wall with stone. And they don't call me the wall maker. You see that jetty that goes out that all the boats dock on? I spent day and night for a year making that jetty. And that's where people come. They don't call me the jetty maker. Look at that house. I've made all these houses. I'm an architect. I built all these incredible houses. It took me my lifetime. And everybody lives in them. And I won all these awards. But you fuck one goat. Now they call you the goat
That's
fucker.
Louis C.K.
It's bullshit,
That's Louis C.K. Like right. all those years of hard work.
Yeah.
You fuck one goat.
Yeah,
your career's done.
One goat.
You jack off in front of a few goats.
God.
And your whole career.
That's it.
I think he's going to bounce back. I bet in like 3 or 4 years.
Let me ask you this.
I'll bounce back. Because we ran too, Louis is one of those guys who owned a lot of his own content, released it on his own website just to his fans, and he has a pretty loyal fan base. Yeah. And again, I think what he did is traumatizing towards those women. But
is it?
But
is it though?
I don't know.
But let me play a devil's advocate.
If you and Chin back me in the corner right now and start jacking off, I'm probably gonna have trouble sleeping tonight.
Yeah.
Now I can beat the fuck out of both of you, and I'd still be like, oh my god.
But if you jacked off,
imagine if you're a female. Now imagine if I did that to MJ. I'm way bigger.
MJ, get on the mic about this. I want your perspective. I want a woman's perspective on this. So if you're working with a guy like Louis, and you're a female comic, and you're a grown woman, and he jerks off in his office, and in front of you. What is that? What happens there in your mind? I mean, you've not been there. Maybe you have, but
Well, I would think either I'm about to put up with this or I'm losing my job.
Would it traumatize you, though? Are you going to be
But that's
triggered?
very interesting. See what she just said? That's sexual harassment at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So you have to put up with it or you're going to lose your job.
It's definitely sexual harassment.
So it's coercion.
Yes.
So you're forced to deal with it. Yeah.
If you want to work in that
and
office.
keep your mouth shut, right?
Of course.
There you go. That's where I think that's the crux of it, is that you put them in that position.
But again, when at the time when Louis C.K. did this, I'm not defending. I'm just saying when he did this, he wasn't the Louis C.K. we know.
But remember who his manager was. He had a powerful. And I, by the way,
Dave Becky.
Shout out to Dave Becky. I got to say this about Dave Becky. Dave Becky got me started in this business. I've known Dave Becky for 24 years, 25 years. Dave Becky is an impeccable human being. And Dave Becky, for him to be caught up in this, and they say, Dave never threatened anybody. I mean, it's very hard for Dave to be wrapped up in this, because Dave Becky, if you look at all the monsters he represents, they've been with him from day one, and he's been with them from day one. And that's because Dave Becky is one of the good guys in this business all the way through. And anybody who's a comic, anybody who's in this, no, I'm just telling you, this is important. It's important.
It is important, but we also don't know the details.
No, but I do.
Did you read the stuff?
Yes, and I do know the details. And more importantly, I really know Dave. And this is really important to say, because there was insinuation that Dave and 3 Arts would have blackballed you. Okay, anyone who knows Dave, and I don't want to speak for the details. But as far as Dave's reputation and as a person, from what I know, and I know him well, and I know people that know him very well, Dave Becky is an impeccable human being.
He works for some of the biggest in the world.
And he's a great fucking dude. And I think it's just, the whole thing is a fucking nightmare for him too. But he's also really loyal. And if you know that your client has this weird compulsion, what do you do in this situation? Do you talk to him? You probably say, what the fuck are you doing? I don't know. Well, I don't know how he handled it.
Then that's where I can't defend Dave Becky. I don't know him. I don't work with him. I don't need anything from him. The thing is, the thing about Louis C.K., and this has been going on for years and years and years.
Yeah.
So as a manager, as part of his team, someone should have played some sort of control here.
They probably did. Probably
didn't. Or that's when it came out.
Or remember, a lot of the stuff is hearsay. Remember that too. Nobody wants to talk about it.
I'll tell you right now, if I had this problem and they're like, man, Shab at Comedy Store is jacked out in front of people, that Shab's doing this, Shab's doing this.
Jesus Christ.
My manager, my team would sit me down and go, hold on.
Yeah.
We're just hearing some stuff. Are you fucking jacking out in front of people?
Yeah, but remember this. That's what I mean, is it was all kind of rumor. Like everybody was kind of hearing, what? It'd be like, yeah, I heard.
Yeah, but after years and years and years, rumors become the norm.
They source from somewhere. That's such a weird thing.
It's not like a one-time thing.
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
It's not a one-time thing.
Yes, where there's smoke, there's fire. How do you deal with that? How do you, when somebody says, I wasn't in the room and I don't know what kind of talks they had.
That's why I can't defend anyone here.
I would have to talk to Dave about it.
Yeah. Hell yeah, you would.
Yeah.
That's why I don't defend any of these guys.
But I defend Dave Becky as a person and as a professional and as a guy with an impeccable reputation.
Don't do weird shit.
He's in a tough situation.
It's a tough situation. It's a very fucking tough situation. And I think Louis recognizes that, and I don't know Louis. I've said 4 words to Louis in my life.
But you haven't had any of that, MJ, some guy trying to jack off on you or something?
Nothing to that extent, thankfully, no. I mean, there has been like some stances where I knew the guy was being overly creepy or overly touchy. I've had some managers that would be like, hey, you're doing an awesome job today, and would like touch the girl's legs, and then obviously, I mean, it'd just be stuff in like minimal stuff like restaurants and whatnot. I've never had a good office job to where I felt threatened that I was going to lose my job or I had to be flirty towards my boss. No,
That's
but
where the
I have
whole
girlfriends that
problem.
have gone through that.
Yeah, that's
though.
where the whole problem lies.
Yeah.
If you're putting people in a position where they might lose their job or they have to put up with it, that's where you got a problem. Well, do you think Kevin Spacey bounces back ever?
No.
He does not.
No, never.
Why? Because of the 14-year-old?
Raped a dude. 14-year-old.
No.
He can't bounce back.
No, he
He
didn't.
I thought
raped
he-
them, though.
No, he didn't. No.
That's what homeboy said. He raped him.
No.
Yeah,
Anthony
he did.
Rapp did not say
Well, that's
that.
when the rumors start getting
No, he
out.
did.
No, Anthony
No,
Rapp
I
did-
just read it. He did.
What?
He said he came
Google.
back and Kevin Spacey tried to rape him. That's when he came out.
This is what he said. He picked him up, carried him across the threshold like
It's
a
a
bride.
different one.
Put him on the ground.
This is
Put him
different.
on the bed. And
So it's
got
a
on
different
top
It's
of
a
him.
different case.
Okay.
It's a different guy in New York. Kevin Spacey was working at a like a playhouse something, and he was one of the guys. And they were in a relationship, and he was young as fuck.
Right.
I don't think he was 14, but I forget how old he is.
So here, Anthony
And-
Rapp said Kevin Spacey made a sexual advance toward him in 1986. Man comes forward describing an alleged extended sexual relationship he had at age 14.
So they had consensual, they were dating,
Yeah.
and then
it's not consensual if you're 14, but yeah.
Well, no, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he didn't rape him at 14. But
Yeah.
then he told him to come over, came, and then Kevin Spacey tried fucking him. Tried raping him when he tried leaving, and that's
which-
when he came out.
This is another guy.
This is what got him fired from Netflix, not this guy. This is the thing that was the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, I didn't read this.
This
I know-
is the one that really did him dirty.
So
But
there's
see,
no name,
Spacey
right?
absolutely denies the allegations.
Well,
But I mean, you can't just say you believe this kid, even if it's true. You can't be guilty like that. There's got to be evidence and due process. That's the country we live in. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. You got to read this whole article, B.
Yeah.
You got to read this, and then the countless other people that can verify this kid's story. This is what got him fired, by the way. This is the big one.
This was the big one.
Yeah, the kid was 14. They were in a relationship.
Yeah.
And then for some reason they had a falling out. Kevin asked him to come back to his house. He came to his house. He tried raping him. The kid got away.
But they had a relationship here, right? Is that what he's saying? That's what it looks
Yeah, they did.
You were a working child actor, of course. I have a 24-year-old boyfriend. I'm going out to pump clubs. I'm lying to my parents about all this, and I'm cheating on my cousin boyfriend to go see Kevin Spacey. I'm very caught up in the drama. It's now early winter, so now I'm 15. Okay.
And it says, did he
Cousin
penetrate you?
boyfriend.
No, I don't think so. I feel like that's a little iffy. No, I don't think so.
You got to read the whole thing. You guys can't just jump to conclusions. I'm
No, we
telling
thought you were
man.
talking about Anthony Rapp at first, but
No,
this
no,
is
no.
a different one. Yeah,
This is a different one. This
That's crazy.
Once this came out, Netflix that was like, oh,
Well, yeah.
That's him, Spacey.
I saw him as a young man on many, many occasions. Great actor. Great actor. So he doesn't bounce back at all. He's done?
done.
Yeah.
Not even after 5 years?
No, done.
Because I feel like these guys are so talented that somewhere in Europe, he probably works in Europe. I guarantee he gets jobs in Europe. He's just too good not to. I guarantee they go, let's put him in the
Maybe
movie.
Europe, never here though.
It'll be very interesting to see.
never here. I think Louis C.K. will be all right.
Yeah.
I mean, Weinstein's obviously super fucked.
Weinstein's fucked.
Spacey's fucked.
He's fucked, huh? I think also,
can't really hire
from
him.
what I've seen, is a lot of people just don't like him. His whole crew comes out against him.
Yeah.
Bryan
They
Cranston
said
was
he's
like,
a
he's
dick.
a bad guy.
Yeah, everyone says he's a dick.
Damn.
That's when you're really not going to get.
He
work.
made he made everything toxic. So that's the other thing, right?
And then again with Louis C.K., I think he bounced back in 3 years and has some killer material about it. Although a lot of his material is creepy now when you watch it, when you know he's doing this stuff.
Yeah.
Like his open monologue on Saturday Night Live. Have you seen that?
Well, that's the other thing is like so much of it is about him, his material. So it
Well,
reflects
yeah.
back on him. So you wonder, I don't know, you wonder sometimes if
He was asking for signs, like help.
No. I'm just saying, like if you were somebody who had chronic masturbator or whatever, but you talked about the world and you talked about things that were outside of yourself. Sometimes, though, when you've compromised yourself that much, now you're giving your perspective. It might be a harder sell when you're kind of a deviant. It might not carry the same weight because there was something about Louis C.K. that people liked because he seemed like he was a genius. He was kind of like on the outside looking in, but there was also like an authenticity to him, right?
I think he's gonna be
I
all
don't
right.
know.
He's so smart, so brilliant. He's such a good stand-up.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna be all right. really
I
do.
think so.
Especially with his fan base.
Let me put it this way. In 5 years, if he puts out a special about all this, are you going to watch it?
5 years is a long time.
Well,
but
whatever. In a year, 2 years, I am.
I bet 3 years. I bet it's going to be a 3 year cool off.
Let me ask you this too: if he's playing in a club somewhere, he's selling out. Don't you think?
3 years?
I'm talking about
right now.
Right now.
I don't know.
I think so.
I don't know what Middle America's thinking right now about
I think everybody's going, fuck it.
You do?
The other day, this weekend when
I don't think he has a ton of female fans, does he?
He did. I know he
Really?
did. Mm-hmm. He did. Because he talked a lot about male hypocrisy.
Kind of crossed to
Talked about male hypocrisy,
yeah.
so he had a lot of female fans. In fact, if you look at his specials, it's 100% 50-50, men and women. I mean, he was a champion among
I just
women.
watched his last one. Yeah, I don't know.
And so with the show I did this weekend, the MC goes, ladies and gentlemen, you've seen him all over the place. Had some troubles recently, but give it up for Louis C.K.
Announcing you?
No, just this, like the next comic, but he just made a thing.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody was like, everybody went like this. Whoa.
It's funny, though.
And I was like, really?
Yeah.
Really? And then, of course, it wasn't the case.
Yeah.
So
The biggest thing
I don't think
is
clubs will have them, right? Is there, like, would the Comedy Store have, if Louis C.K. was like, hey, mind if I just drop into a set? They're like, can we wait a little bit?
yeah.
I mean, to bounce back, the only thing you can really do is what? Therapy? Because it's not like there's
Yeah,
not many options you can have. Once you did it, the deed's done.
I think you bounce back by just saying, it's my problem. I have a weird thing to me, and I'm in treatment. That's all.
And you gotta wait, you gotta cool off for like 3 months and then
Yeah.
do a PR stint and be like, man, got through treatment, all good.
Yeah.
Some people
then
though,
just-
it's not enough.
You can't.
And then you gotta go back to normal life and just
Yes.
start hitting the clubs.
Yes, you can't. Yes, because
But-
we all get over it, right? We're all like, all right, you jerk off. You know what I mean? I mean, now you're making me laugh, and yeah, you're weird.
Oh,
it's so embarrassing.
If we're at the Comedy Store, he comes in, I'm like, I mean,
No, but
anything, that's fine.
you can't go into treatment. No matter how much treatment you have, if you fuck 14-year-olds, we're just
Different
it's-
game.
Human beings are just
different game.
Americans are
They
like,
write
no,
you off. Yep.
no, it's just.
But they're
no.
also in different lanes. Like, Kevin Spacey wasn't. He was a phenomenal actor, but he wasn't like a draw. If he was the head of a movie, if he was the lead, it wasn't like a blockbuster hit.
TV is.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
And also, TV. If I have a theory, I have a thing.
He's super fucked, but he's different because Louis C.K. has to sell tickets, right?
Yeah.
And it's more personal. And then Kevin Spacey, you have a network behind you.
I think what you're going to see in about 3 or 4 years is a production company in France, Italy, Spain, or the UK. And I think they're going to have a TV show, and it's going to be a sick show. And you're going to see Kevin Spacey pop up. I wouldn't be surprised if somehow he finds his way back into the mix.
Yeah, that's how it goes. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think that's like
Do
saying
you
the
think?
Cleveland Browns going to win the Super Bowl next year.
Do you think he? This is a tough question, but do you want to see him never work again?
I need to get more facts
Yeah.
to the story.
See, my thing is also this: is he a pedophile?
I don't want anyone to.
Yeah. Or is he into guys? So is he into
14-year-old.
kids? Is that what he does? Or is he into fucking men?
Well, he probably hasn't channeled like a healthy relationship with him liking men. So then the first guys he sees, when seems like a younger boy, he gets attracted to it. He needs like figure out his fucking shit with his homosexuality.
Well,
'Cause
did you hear about his childhood? His dad was this huge like
Neo-Nazi.
neo-Nazi
Yeah.
and abused him and his brother, and he turned to acting because it was his way of acting, not himself.
Yeah.
It was his way of getting out of all of it.
I've talked to 3 gay guys. This is terrible. This is not data to even go by, but all 3 of them were adamant about the fact that when you're 14 and you're a gay, and all 3 of them did that. They all had older boyfriends, right? It's like very, very common for them to, and that is, you get sexualized young as a gay man a lot of times, especially when
girls
you're in
do
the theater
too,
and
though,
stuff.
B. That
Yeah.
girls do.
Oh, I'm
too.
not saying. Listen, you're 14.
Yeah, that's.
If you fucked a 14-year-old,
Yeah, there you go.
if
Yeah.
you just you
No,
can't be
there's
on
no-
the street
no,
again, it's like hold on, you what? Like if you're like, man, I had sex with all these girls. This one chick was 14. What? Like what? Even 17. I know there's an age of consent, but if you're a dude There's a guy I was talking to one time who was 32, and he was talking about how he had sex with a 17-year-old, which is legal in Vegas. And I was like, well, I get it, dude, but I just can't be around you, man.
It's pretty weird.
I can't be around you.
Well, it's like all the kids from Stranger Things, like 11. Like this guy made a post. It was all over social media. People were up in arms about it because they're sexualizing her. And she's like 14 or 13. Like, come on, man. Let them be kids.
Yeah.
It's super weird.
It's getting super weird.
It's one thing you can't fucks with, yeah.
Yeah, you can't.
They're doing it to that other kid, too, that Wolford. The star, the boy.
The fat one?
No. He's like the main star.
The one who was also in It?
Yes, that guy.
Yeah, you know what the untold secret about all this is? And that's just a fact. There's a biology involved. So when you hit puberty at 14, boy, girl, you are, and especially girls who hit puberty, some girls are fully mature at 14.
They hit it earlier than
and
guys,
they can have
right?
children. So biologically, you've got, and through most of history and most societies, even today in a lot of countries, that age is when you get married off. That age, 14, 15,
Fuck
16,
off,
is
man.
where you get
Fuck
married off.
off.
And when you start having kids.
Not in America.
No. But traditionally, that was always the case, and including in America, and including in the UK, and including in everywhere in the world.
You evolve in fucking...
Well, because you realize that at 14,
you realize
your
they're
brain's not fully developed.
And they're 14.
You're not making a choice, and you're getting married off to a 30-year-old, a 40-year-old, but that was the norm. It was.
Let me ask you this. So that boy that from It,
Yeah.
there was a model, like 26 years old. She's like, she tweeted, like, when you're 4 years old, give me a call.
Sexual
and then
harassment.
people were getting all over
Yeah,
her.
and that was bullshit because she was just being silly.
Okay,
that's where it gets confusing,
But here's the
though.
double standard, because if a guy,
I
a
understand.
male model tweeted at 11, went, man, when you're 18, give me a call. He probably lose his
Yeah,
job.
exactly.
With her, we're like, oh, it's all good. That's hilarious. Oh, you would date him?
And it's fine. And also, I think we better, this is where I worry, because humor and any interpretation right now, things are so sensitive that it's like, everybody's terrified of everything. And I think that's not healthy either. Let's all take it easy. She's not a pedophile. She was fucking just saying what she was saying. I've heard that 1,000 times. She's not trying to sexualize the kid. Give people the benefit of the doubt. But everybody is really up. This right now, everybody is, everybody's got a story to tell. Yeah.
We're in the thick of it.
Yeah. And in that case, good people get embarrassed. Good people get swept up in the whirlwind. I don't think that's helpful either.
But also don't be stupid and tweet that out in the thick of it.
Man, tweeting.
Hey, do better, though.
Yeah.
Just be smarter about it.
This is new, too. Trial by Facebook, trial by Twitter. This is all new.
Yeah. But also know not to tweet at a 14-year-old that you want to date him while we're in the thick of this thing.
Yeah, especially a 14-year-old.
be on
That
social
number's
media.
not good.
No.
That number, if they're 14.
But also don't be an idiot.
Yeah.
Just don't be a fucking moron.
I don't even, you know what? I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. I don't even think she was, I think that was the last thing she was thinking about. The last thing.
Oh, man, you're being too nice, B.
No,
I like the...
She's not trying to be sexual with a 14-year-old.
If you're in the limelight, you have to tread on your words lightly. Like you have to.
She
know
learned.
What you're doing.
If you're verified on Twitter and we're in the middle and you're involved in entertainment, you know better.
Clumsy.
Yeah.
Clumsy.
Yeah,
Clumsy.
you moron.
You have discretion.
Chin, I got a lot of questions at every show. What's up with Chin's dating life?
Seriously.
Every show.
Holy moly.
And I said, guys, he's gay.
Yeah, that's it. Guys.
I said, we have eHarmony.
He's gay.
We've had Tinder. He's been on tour with me. Nothing.
I know. Not gay.
Not gay.
Not a virgin. That's the one that I heard a lot from everyone. Like 40-year-old virgin.
Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It's all
Yeah.
good. We love you.
But eHarmony is actually pretty crazy.
Have you been working with
Holy
it?
crap. There's like so you remember Tinder swiped like crazy, didn't get any matches, and once in a while they'll come up. But this one, eHarmony, there's tons.
Really?
Tons of matches.
You got
and they
some
actually,
matches?
like over 35 matches, but those are just matches. The ones that are, they actually like message me.
Does it show pictures of them?
It does.
Dude, for sure bring it up on the screen.
God
Let
damn
us just
it.
pick one.
All right, but we can't put on.
No, we won't put it on social media.
Yeah.
No,
We can't
if you
show
put it
their
up here,
faces,
we'll
though.
do it.
If we see it, they won't see it.
All right, so I didn't
Well,
answer
you
any
can,
of these
but not in
messages yet, though. But yeah, so just don't show them the.
So you
stuff on
haven't...
there. Wait, so you see matches? There's like
Oh, wow.
30?
It's kind of like Tinder, but more serious.
Yeah, so these chicks are actually looking for.
Damn, what's up, Ray?
They're women.
They're hotties, huh?
That's it on the matches?
No,
Oh,
they keep going.
Damn, damn, Michelle's 48? She does not look.
You know what's weird? I put like a filter 27 to 37, and then they just kind of picked.
It just ignored it.
You have to tell with these pictures. You never know what's going on.
Yeah, and then these are the ones that actually messaged.
Oh,
Got a picture of just her butt.
oh, Michelle, click on her.
She's okay. So you send smiles and stuff like
48.
that. So, yeah.
She does not look 48. She looks.
Once again,
Choice of hat.
Well, she's messing around, man.
Looks like a nice woman though.
exactly. Most of them look very like they're nice people.
Yeah.
But not
And that's
your.
pretty much.
Hey, but hold on. Let me see the profile. Click
Go
on
back to
any
her.
other one. Let me see how this works.
So they see your profile and then they. Okay.
this
So
one just-
question: if you won the lottery, how would you spend your money? Oh, this you're trying to get to know each other.
That's what. Yeah. So they're just asking me that question. So those are probably like template questions, but then them making the effort to ask you, I guess that's their thing.
Click
pretty good.
on Judy's profile.
I just saw this today too.
Okay, you're a great fit, long lit based on. All right.
Cute.
Yeah. Really, Brian?
Go. Let me see her profile though. I'm just trying to how it's different than Tinder. Scroll down. Art. She's passionate about art, travel, fitness, finance. I spend my leisure time sketching, exploring new places, learning something new. Likes to play cycling, skiing, snowboarding, bowling, running, hiking.
I'd be like.
She enjoys watching tennis. Was she the boringest lady in the world? My grandmother, she taught me the value of what matters most in life.
Yeah, it's just more realistic. It's not like
Yeah, it's not
for hooking up.
like you're trying to get dick sucked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
You're looking for a real long-lasting relationship. It's some deep shit, man. No wonder a bunch of people find their loved ones on here.
so true.
Oh yeah.
Now, hold on, go to our favorite shows. I'll tell you if this is going to be a fit.
Where is it at?
Just this fantasy sci-fi.
Oh, they get detailed here.
Yeah, they do.
Makes a lot of sense. You even have like we both read, like reading, watching. My buddy, that's how he found out his girl was
60%.
a John Irving fan, and he was like, boom, and that was it, and they got married.
Yeah.
60%
A lot of people get hooked
meet
up.
these days like this, Chin.
know.
Don't look down upon it.
I don't. I'm on it, man.
I mean, this is good for you, Chin.
It
'Cause
is.
You want babies, and you want.
I don't want babies,
Baby.
man.
You do.
He doesn't
You want
want
a lot of
babies.
kids. You want to be Papa Chin.
I don't want to be Papa
Yeah, you
Chin.
do. Yeah, you do.
Let me
Maybe
just see some
45.
other matches, Chin. Let me just see
Maybe
some other
around
matches before we move
45.
on.
The matches?
Oh, go. Who's C up there?
I was gonna say.
Click
When
on
a
C
girl
for
just
me.
shows her body, you're like,
37. Damn, C
She's
is
a-
fine.
She's Yeah, right?
C's fine though.
Yeah, whatever.
First of all, master's degree, believes in Jesus. I don't have kids. I want kids.
That's another weird thing. They do
Drink,
like religion's a
yes.
thing here.
have some kids with her, dude.
They ask you how religious are you from like 1 to 10 or something. So they get really specific. What did you put? I put like the very
He
lowest.
said he has stigmata. His
Hey,
hands
scroll
bleed.
scroll down, Chin. What else does she say? She.
Enjoys concerts, live theater.
I read and
museums.
enjoyed Game of Thrones 1 through 5. Then she says, "You know nothing."
You know, priests used to say that when they would pray really hard, and nuns, they would have their hands would bleed. That was always the way to prove your piousness. Your hands would bleed because you had, nails.
Chin, are you
in
not
your
feeling
palms.
any of these?
I honestly.
You haven't had time?
I barely even look at this.
Okay,
but,
what have you been doing?
I'm
We've
gonna.
been out of town. What do you,
Hey, man.
I know when you say you don't have time.
yeah.
Hey, dude, he needs time. He
I've been
needs
doing
more
some stuff,
time.
man.
Bro, it's been weeks.
Nah, more than that.
It's been months.
Nah.
the amount of
Hey,
stuff
bro,
we do
give him a
behind the
couple
scenes
years.
here.
Take it easy.
Hey, what's the
Can
rush?
he get a couple years?
Can he get?
Can he? By the time he's
Can he
50,
grow in
he'll
his
find
body?
a girl.
He's 40. All right.
Give him 10 years. What's the big deal?
Give me
the guy
this
can't
another-
browse eHarmony for 10 years until he finds the perfect match.
Jesus, she's hot.
What's the rush?
She's hot.
I know, but can he wait till he has to get his prostate checked every fucking month? All right.
Hey, but hold on, scroll up. But if you're this, don't do that. Don't take that picture.
Yeah, I'm exactly.
Don't do that.
Yeah, that's an issue.
Yeah, don't do that. Do obviously up.
Is that Louis with a wig?
That Will Ferrell.
It's very hard to find ones that are even like decent. Like her, I would say is
well, that black
decent.
girl
Let's go. Bring her up.
This one,
Yeah, that's cute.
Why would that one girl take a picture with a flat ass?
decent.
How old are the girls you're putting in? What is it? 27?
I put 27 to 37.
Dude, look at
I had to
her.
put 23 too.
Look at Chin. Go ahead and lower it to 21.
Interesting. Yeah. All right. Well.
I get a piss
there,
hard before we
boom.
do current events. But hold on, what did you do this weekend, Chin?
Yeah, Chin, give us a
bunch of
general
stuff.
answer.
Besides
You see what he just said?
bunch of stuff.
Bunch of stuff.
That's what
Ask
he always
me.
says.
I'm going to be Chin. Ask me what I did.
Hey, Jim, what do you do this weekend?
I moved around.
What's that even mean? Oh, you moved houses?
Nah, just kind of like, shuck around,
All weekend?
Pretty much most of it.
I didn't hear.
Not all
Did
of
you
it.
have your cell phone on you?
I think I did.
Just very.
It was in my area.
Like
Real,
around.
just general.
I don't have
El
service,
General. El General over there.
Mystery.
Did you sing or anything? we don't know what you.
My
know.
wife,
I didn't do any
listens to
dates.
the podcast, and she goes, "Hey, can I have a question?" I go, "What?" He goes, "Does Chin kill a lot of people on the weekend?"
What did you say you did, Jen?
Birthday party.
Yeah, general.
So birthday party was just a dinner at Korean barbecue.
So it wasn't a birthday party; it was more of a dinner.
Yeah, but it was considered his birthday party.
Yeah,
Who's
his,
your friend?
Yeah,
just a guy.
little guy,
Just two.
Ryan. There's
Little
a
guy.
bunch of our friends. Whenever we go
So
out
far, we
with
got a
friends,
little guy. If I'm a cop, I can't solve any crime.
Nothing.
It's a birthday party, but it was a dinner. A little guy. As guy
Korean
around.
barbecue. I say Korean
So
barbecue.
you did that on Friday night.
That was Saturday.
All right.
Yeah.
What'd you do on Friday?
Wait, was that Friday?
You know
It
what,
was Friday,
man?
Saturday area.
You know what,
It
man?
was the general area Friday,
I
Saturday.
don't know.
It might have been Friday because no, it was Saturday because it was the night of the fights.
Yeah.
So
they
it was-
fucked up, right?
Those
And then,
fights were good. We'll talk about those.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
MJ,
Friday was yeah.
What'd you do? Chin's
Fun
obviously
stuff.
killing kids on the side here. You worked? All right, let me piss
Man, all
hot.
right. Well, that's the Chin.
We have no idea about Chin.
None.
Let's jump into some current events, man.
Wait, can we just talk about the fights real quick?
Oh, yeah. I had to watch in my green room.
You did?
Yeah, I saw the Matt Brown knockout when I came back.
Man.
And then I saw the Poirier stuff. I've only seen clips of the Poirier stuff, but then
No, that was a great fight.
good fight.
yeah.
They stood up. Now Pettis had a triangle in, but blood was running in his eyes, so they stopped it.
So when Poirier looked really, really good, and he was punching him up, got him on the ground, executed a bunch of takedowns, and then dropped an elbow and cut him
right?
bad. Blood was in his eyes, and then blood was everywhere, and you could hear him say, because Pettis had really deep triangle a couple of times, but he slipped out. And he goes, he's just slippery. The blood made everything
blood's so
crazy
slippery. It's like oil.
Yeah, then he had him in a bodyguard, like a body lock, and he turned over,
never
and
smart.
Pettis tapped. I think he pulled cartilage or did something.
Rib, I heard it was a rib.
Yeah, but I guess he didn't break the rib.
I'll tell you what, Nate the Great looked good.
He fucking
lost, but he
looked
looked
great.
good, right?
He did, man.
Training AK.
100%. He
Doing
looked
some
good.
wonders for him.
And he lost. It was like another really close match, like the one he had with Vitor.
I know.
And
But
it was
that's
like,
two.
fuck.
It's
I know.
two lost split decisions.
But he's
back
in the
to
mix.
back.
He's in the mix. But,
Is he in the mix of?
well, I mean, just, he's
lost
putting in
so
great
many
fights.
He's
But,
lost
yeah.
so many fights, but yeah. I don't know. He's Nate the Great,
Yep.
But
Yes.
Matt Brown, that elbow was
Oof.
nasty.
Ooh. It seems like they're friends or something. Did they train together? There seems to be a lot of love there with those
Well,
guys.
no, I mean, it's Diego Sanchez.
Yeah, it's Diego
Legends,
Sanchez.
man.
I believe Diego Sanchez has the most number of recorded hours in the cage for a welterweight,
No,
certainly.
GSP does.
Okay. But he may have it
He has the
all
most
time.
minutes.
I think he
GSP has all time.
Are you sure?
Positive. Most minutes inside the cage.
Really?
GSP.
Okay, because there was a stat when he was
Maybe most
walking in.
fights?
Yeah, I thought it was
I mean, the
most
fights in
recorded
UFC
time.
won.
Can you look that up, Diego Sanchez? But he
Maybe GSP's isn't. Well, yeah, I thought it was GSP for most time.
yeah.
He spent like over 50 minutes inside the
So
octagon.
that was a crazy elbow. Jesus Christ, that was just a crazy elbow. And am I crazy, or was Matt Brown actually thinking about retiring for a
No,
while?
he wanted to retire.
He did. Okay.
So Frankie Edgar's number 1, Michael Bisping number 2, GSP number 3.
Wow.
I think GSP's the most in the championship rings.
5
Diego
hours.
Sanchez is like 8 down, B 9 down.
Is that right? Is that 5 hours and 38 minutes?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
Of time.
Frankie Edgar 6 hours.
Holy shit.
Michael Bisping.
Jeremy Stevens. More than Diego Sanchez. I would never have guessed that.
Neither of us.
Yeah, he'd be fighting for a while.
Wow.
Yeah, they're good though.
Clay Guida looking had that uppercut and sent Joe Luzon's head like literally through the.
Couple old timers scrapping it
Wow.
out.
Lozon looked out of it too the whole time. He looked drawn out.
I like him, man.
Who was
I
this?
like both those guys.
Lozon,
Yeah,
his eyes were like hollow.
yeah, that was a crazy punching.
All right, let's do some current events, Jen.
Sure.
What happens with Pettis now? Keeps fighting?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many is he? How many is he won this? Did he win his last one or did he lose his last one?
No, he lost to Max Holloway. And then cut back and went back to 55.
Right.
What do you got, Chin?
Let's just take a look at this rare frilled shark real
Dude, I
quick.
saw this on Twitter. This thing's sick.
Caught off Portugal. It's just rarely
Its
seen.
teeth.
Is it huge or no?
6 foot long.
1.5 meters.
Oh, okay.
They say as long as
Small.
a man.
Yeah.
Wait. So caught in the depth of
Very
700
deep.
meters. And look at his mouth.
Hasn't changed over a million years.
Huh.
They say we never see them because they're so goddamn deep. They're off
Yeah.
the coast of New Zealand, Africa,
Deep fuckers.
Australia.
Super deep. Well, there you go.
In Japan, yeah.
Got a hollow mouth. It's got to be tough.
Did he got washed up on the shore, right? That's how we found him?
I think they caught it.
Looks like a tremor.
The frilled shark. It sure does look like a tremor.
A frilled shark has 25 rows of teeth
It
backwards.
sure does look like a tremor.
That's probably where they got the idea, huh?
Probably hunting for frilled
tremors
shark.
are in dirt.
Looks like a big, slippery, greasy dick, too.
Well,
With
teeth.
fins.
Got that thing.
Are those warts or fins, bro? I don't know.
What else you got, Chin? That thing's pretty gnarly looking.
Yeah. All right. So, first one. A boxing coach named Ramon Sosa.
This is wild.
He faked his own death.
Jesus.
There he is in a hole with a bloody headshot wound to the head.
Have you heard about this, B?
I have. I read a little bit about it.
It's
Yeah.
hilarious, man.
So he met this hot chick in 2007, ended up marrying her in 2010, and then started having like financial troubles. So she immediately wanted to divorce him as soon as that happened.
Nice.
And then she tried to find someone who had like a shady background to hire him, or to find someone to hire to kill her husband so he can get the insurance money.
Seems like a nice lady.
But she hired his friend. She didn't know that. And his friend called him and goes, hey, I need to talk
I
to
knew
you.
him because I'd coached him. He'd been in trouble in the past. At first, when he called and said he needed to see me because someone wanted to kill me, I thought he was joking. Then we devised a plan. She's a sociopath.
Yeah, so then they tell the cops go, hey, just to make it worse, like, let's take pictures so it looks like you killed her, so, you know.
Wow.
And they show their picture and she started laughing.
Yeah.
She did?
Yeah.
Watch her here. This is when she found out.
Maria Sosa is talking about her husband, who she thinks is dead in a shallow grave, seen laughing at a picture of what she thought was the murdered body of the man she married.
Fuck, man.
It's a long story, but yeah.
Dude, look at how she's
She's
laughing.
laughing. Just a bad person.
She joked he's not gonna come out of the hole.
Wow, what a sweet woman.
Well, she got 20 years. Is that enough?
No, give her a
Probably
life.
not.
I don't want
She
her out.
wanted him dead.
20 years is not enough. She's a piece of shit.
And this guy, how do you live after that, like happily, knowing that your wife wanted to kill you?
Well,
Your
you're fine, man.
Yeah, you're all right, bro.
really?
It's not going to happen
Yeah,
again.
bro. Guess what?
For sure, relax.
You lived this asshole. You got her out of your life.
You got a great
It's story to
story,
tell.
man.
Yeah.
It's a great
Hey,
story.
Mr. Sensitivo.
Hey, but
over
also
there.
change your ways so bitches don't want to kill you. What are you doing?
Well, she's probably a very manipulative person who's great in bed. Killers can probably, she can bang.
They'll get you.
Yep, they'll
They
get you.
can bang.
They'll get you.
Easy.
Look at her. Nice.
And that's
woman.
them
Look at her. She was hot.
Happier times.
I know. Happier time before she wanted to kill him.
You never know, huh? That's
How about him
That's
fit-
really good.
Well,
Look at how well
FBI helped
staged
them.
that is.
The cops helped them.
Wow.
They dug a hole. They helped him with the blood.
They looked at actual pictures of people murdered
Yeah.
and matched it.
That looks legit. I'm like, if I look like him, I'm like, can you just get my head so my titties aren't sticking out?
Man. Hello.
Yeah, she's a killer.
Guys, as a boxer myself, I have a lot of feeling for this right now.
We looked at this one last time, right? This Navy, U.S. Navy sailor caught trying to hire a hitman, or maybe I watched that on my own.
I don't know.
No, I ain't seen that.
He gets caught too. Same shit. He's talking to an informant, and he's like, "I need you to kill my wife." And they're like, "All right, man."
I believe you should go to jail for life when you.
it's
when you do that.
a murder. You're
is a
trying to
murder.
just have that person killed. It's
It's
no
a-
different.
yeah,
You're just not doing it.
Correct.
What else you got, Jen? Please tell me you
Let's
got
see.
that crab with the bird.
I do. Hold on.
wait,
Well, this is funny.
What is this?
The crab with
Oh,
the bird.
how about this one first?
What?
So O.J. Simpson is officially banned from the Cosmopolitan Hotel and Casino because apparently he was getting drunk and causing a ruckus
God
at
damn.
all the bars inside Cosmopolitan.
I mean, do you have to in Vegas to cause a ruckus? Is that true? That's kind.
So it's alleged. It's alleged. But he is
They
banned.
probably just don't want him at the bar because it's bad for business.
That's probably what.
They're probably like, get the fuck out.
Is it
man."
bad for business or
I
is
think
it
it's
good
bad.
for business?
I feel like it'd be bad.
But wouldn't all of us be like, okay, watch.
Except for white girls.
OJ's over there? What? I'm going over there right now. We're getting a drink. Like,
not me. I wouldn't do that. I'd go, where's he at? I would look, but I wouldn't stick around.
No.
No, I don't want to
I bet you people mob him for pictures. Dude, let me get a picture. It must be exhausting.
Well, I mean.
All right, well.
Well, there you go. And
what else?
Let's go to the bird right now.
Yes, please.
Let's see.
There's a video.
Here it is. So, okay, so you know what coconut crabs are?
Oh yeah, I've seen them.
They're crazy
I've
enormous.
seen them. I was
Yeah.
in Tahiti. I've seen them with my own fucking
So
eyes.
what's it say?
So a researcher was filming this crab. It went up a tree and saw a boo-boo bird nesting.
Mm-hmm.
He grabbed it by the wing and then they fell to the ground and then he started chopping his wings off.
They are terrifying.
Trying to
so
eat
hold up. The crab grabs the bird, breaks his wings so he can't fly away,
Snaps
and
him
then eats
off,
him
yeah.
alive.
Let's go ahead and see that.
The bird's like,
You
Jesus
can
Christ.
barely see it. I'll show you a little bit of this clip.
Look at that gnarly ass.
Dude, I told you, they're this big. They're so scary.
steroids.
See the bird's pecking at the crab
Where's the crab have him?
on the wing. So he's just holding him. That's what the majority of the video is holding.
That sucks. Death by wing.
Yeah.
Those crabs eat meat?
That's the thing. So the researcher found this. It was like it's a super rare discovery. But as he was filming, as the night went on, there's other crabs that came towards the commotion, and they all started eating the bird.
Damn.
Oh, that scares me. They come out of the
How
woodwork.
about the poor bird?
Giant
though?
spiders
That crab's like,
eating
oh,
you.
how's your day?
Dude, giant spiders eating you. Oh, that's terrifying.
Break your fucking wings off so you can't fly away?
Oh, that's awful. And they all came out of the woodwork?
Does it show more?
This is gonna
No,
scare
that's
me.
what sucks. But this guy's a legit researcher.
Yeah, man.
Chagos
Coconut crabs
Islands.
are... We were all terrified.
Why are they so
They're
jacked?
so big, dude.
They
They're
fuck with
so
people or
scary.
no?
Well, why don't you bring up a
They
coconut
can snap
crab?
off fingers in it.
Oh, yeah, take a look at how big they are. Go ahead and look
No,
at
we know they're
what they
huge.
look. No, but take
they're
a look at what
slow
they look
though,
like.
right?
Not that slow. As an expert, I can tell you. They're fucking huge, man. They're so big. Yeah, there you go.
It's a giant
And
spider.
by the way, they hang out on fucking trees. Look at the size of that thing.
Yeah, they're cool. I'm not scared.
And
of them.
you
They're
know
cool,
what kills a lot of baby sea turtles? Crabs. So they eat. Wait, just show zero in on one of those pictures.
I mean, they're not like good pictures.
Take a look at the size of that fucking thing.
though. Yeah, they're huge.
I mean, come
Can
on.
you eat them like regular
Yes.
stuff?
Yeah,
you
they're
can,
supposed
and
to taste
they're
like
delicious.
coconut.
They're fucking delicious.
Catch them and kill them.
But they're protected. They're protected
Oh,
because
are
they're
they?
they're not on a lot of islands.
God damn, look at that one on the trash can.
Yeah, we saw this one a long time ago, I think.
God, dog.
I mean, come on.
It's going straight
That
up the
thing will
butter.
fucking crush your dong.
You just stab it.
Well, they've been known to kill
What
elephants.
else you got, Chin?
Let's see. Okay. There was an undercover investigation on TSA, and according to the investigation, like 80% of the stuff they wanted to get through got through. Contraband, illicit stuff. So this guy Schumer's calling for an overhaul.
Yeah, something like 90% of the... So, you know how they try to get by TSA? Saying TSA doesn't catch like 90% of the things that they should. So all that waiting and shit. It's
Really?
like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit.
That doesn't surprise me.
no,
I mean,
sometimes I get by with some... I'm like, why? How did you guys not...
yeah. Yeah.
Like, it clearly have metal
mean-
on.
Whoa, undercover report reveals TSA screening may fail as much as 80% of the time.
I tweeted this out and just put, no shit. It's just...
Yeah.
Well, you see the people working it, and they some have power trips, and some are great guys, and I see them all the time because we travel. Some are great guys, and then some, all right, belts off, make sure you don't come in water, shoes off, get in line. I'm like, Jesus Christ, bro, you don't have a badge. Why are you acting like this?
I feel like the machines are made to catch like explosives and guns and stuff, right? I mean, I don't know.
No, they're sneaking guns through. If you read this thing, they're sneaking guns through all sorts
Jesus
of shit.
Christ.
Yeah.
Undercover operatives are able to smuggle contraband.
Contraband is what, like weapons, right?
Yeah,
Contraband, yeah, anything that's on that list. So explosives, liquids. But what can you do,
it's
man?
crazy, bro.
Part of the biz. Part of the biz.
Part of the biz.
You travel, you gotta deal with
Take
shitty,
boats from now
shitty
on.
lines.
And this comes out right before the holidays.
That's
the biggest
that's
traveling time.
Nice. What else you got?
Okay. Have you guys heard of this story before? A guy catching his wife cheating on him with a drone?
No.
You never seen this?
No.
This is amazing.
You have to watch this. And
Come on.
This guy's amazing too. When
He
you
must
watch
be a
it.
beast with the drone.
He does it for a living.
Oh, okay, there you go. You ever watch those drone races?
No.
See 'em? They
Obstacle
go to,
course, right?
Ireland and shit, and they have teams that are in these weeds, and they're like going through these crazy like castles.
Yeah.
And,
Really? I want to see that.
Yeah, super nerdy, but
But
it's cool.
Yeah.
check this out.
Hey guys, I'm Yaug, and
He looks
recently
like a
I found
droner.
out that my wife's been cheating on me. Yep, great, right? Yeah, I caught her meeting a guy only a few blocks from my home, and I got it on video. Here's the video. All right, so we're gonna pick this up right here. She leaves our home.
Oh, he's nice with the
I'm
drone.
walking all the way down here and around to the CVS parking lot up there. I'm gonna fast forward it, even though it's in fast motion. Otherwise, we'll just be here forever. It'll be a long, boring video.
I like this guy.
Right here, where she's walking this way. Usually she walks this way to go to work over here. So when I first saw this, I knew something was up, and I started to get a little bit upset. And sure enough, she was going to meet this.
She's on the highway.
And here she is waiting at the intersection, waiting at the light for what it seems like forever. And here she is taking her hair out. She's got to make herself look pretty. Got to make yourself look pretty for the guy you're about to cheat on your husband with, right? Yep. Make sure your hair is all nice. She's brushing her hair. I don't even know what she's doing. She's making her hair. She's pulling her hair out.
Don't brush your hair, bitch.
Sucker. Now she walks across the street, and this guy is hiding behind the CVS. And as soon as she gets here, he's gonna come out. So I'm assuming she's on the phone with him. That's the only thing I can assume.
Why are they all the way back
comes.
there?
There he is.
Meet in a hotel.
There's the guy asshole that my wife is cheating on me with. My wife of 18 years. And watch, if you watch carefully, you're gonna be able to see 18 years go right down the fucking drain. Watch. If you're not paying attention, you might miss it. Here it comes. There it goes. Boom. 18 years. Gone. 18 years. Gone.
That's so sad.
18 years and you just throw it away like that.
Well, she didn't
You
suck
had a good
his
marriage.
dick.
I thought we had a good marriage. Apparently not. 18 years. Well, f*** you.
You're judging it all from this one video?
Well,
I'll
I
update
mean-
it.
And he put it up on video, huh?
Well, yeah, you would.
Yeah.
Never cheat on nerds. What else you got, Chin?
Wait, so
He's got, wait, hold on.
What was the
The
update?
replay, dude.
oh sorry. So the update was
18 fucking years!
that was actually a year ago, and then a story came out
back
that
together.
he's back together. Yeah,
I knew
he
it.
finally took her back.
Is that her? He's a good-looking
That's
guy.
her.
He's a big, handsome guy.
And the cheating was just they have no evidence of anything else other than she pecked him on the lips. That was it.
Wow.
They hung out like three
Now,
times.
What do you think they did when they went off in that
know.
car?
it's all good.
Yeah, they'll figure it out. Look at the big man doing look at the drone master. I bet she's triggered by drones now, walking the street.
Yeah. 18 years, you get a little pass sometimes. You move, and it's like, come on, let's work through this. 18 years is a long time to fuck just one person, right? So you got to give it up.
Drone sales go up.
Yeah, and plus drones are super sexy.
He said the drone saved their marriage by putting an end to the secret relationship she had, or the
Oh,
secret
kind of
friendship.
Friendship before it truly got serious.
I feel like he's aging like wine. She's aging like fruit.
Well, I don't know. It's only one picture, Brendan.
He looks good.
He's a good-looking
And
guy.
he's nice with the drones.
Yeah, he's nice. He's tall, and she's not as tall.
What else you got, Jen?
This,
18 fucking years!
I know you guys seen this already, right? Gal Gadot. She's
Power
saying she will not do Wonder Woman 2 if Brett Ratner's a part of it.
So I know
Superpower move.
some inside stuff about this, and one of the things Brett did is he financed the director's first movie, and has always been super good to Patty, and so it's a complicated thing because I didn't know he was on board anyway. Why is he on
He's in
board?
a small part. He's on board, right?
He just like you said, financing his production team. It financed half of the movie, or half of the financing for the first movie was his production team.
Oh, really?
That's going to be
For the
easy
first.
to find someone else to do that if she won't do the movie. You can't have Wonder Woman really without her.
Yeah, and it would be very bad to have Wonder Woman, which is all the women have rallied around, like the second sequel. It's like,
And then you
girl
have
empowerment.
this
and you got Brett
fucking
Ratner, who's
Brett
your
Ratner.
fucking.
Oh
you
my
can't.
God, no
It's just,
way.
I get it. You can't. She's a fucking. I've only spent a little time
She's
with Gal
a
Gadot.
beast.
She's a great person,
Yeah.
and her husband's a great guy.
What tight move, though.
She's-
What a power
yeah,
move.
yeah. She's got all the power.
I'm proud of her.
Got all the power. She's good people. Man.
I can't imagine them being like, you know what, we're just going to go with someone else then. We're going to
Yeah.
keep Brett involved. Those ticket sales would go.
Yeah. Now I didn't follow too much of the Ratner thing. Ratner was he as like Weinstein, or was he more like?
Well,
just
Weinstein's a 10, Ratner's a 9.
What? Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, horrible shit.
But wow. All right, we've talked about this to death.
Yeah, people probably like,
Fuck
who
it.
gives a fuck?
Yeah. I mean,
So 6 women on Brett Ratner. Okay, check this out. There was a boat race over the weekend in Key West. Super
saw
boat
this.
race.
I haven't seen it.
Check it
Oh
out.
fuck, man.
Wait for it.
Fuck boat racing, though.
So a boat, I guess, doesn't see the boat in front of him and just
Already
uses it as a
in stable
ramp.
condition.
God damn. And the motor in the back didn't fuck up the boat, the other boat, or chop heads off?
Everyone was
Everyone's
safe.
all right?
Yeah.
That's all right. It's not too crazy.
Really? You never?
Standard boat race?
Yeah.
Oh,
standard
jeez.
road race.
No one's
Also,
hurt.
don't ride over me like that.
No one's hurt. No boats got destroyed.
Yeah, don't
I'm
ride
sorry,
over me.
Chin. Why is this a
This was big on Instagram. A lot of people were showing it. Like,
Really?
oh yeah.
Oh, man,
look
I'll bet
rad.
an eye to that. Oh, you mean boat racing? The boat went over there?
Actually, though, it's slowed down there. It's really fast if you see it in fast motion.
Even less impressive.
I guess he just couldn't handle it. He spazzed out and went over.
Probably can't see because those windows are tiny as shit. Oh, you know what movie I watched on the plane was that Big Stick? Judd Apatow's new movie?
The Big Sick.
Yeah, have you seen it?
No.
Yeah, Big Sick. Big
Yeah,
Stick.
not
That
Big
was
Stick.
the porno.
Yeah, it was the
that was
porno.
the porno I was jacking off to.
Big Stick.
No, Big Sick. Have you seen it?
No.
Ooh, it's have you guys seen it?
I know a lot about it.
Bit of
but
a downer.
Yeah.
it's a true story too.
It's a true story how the main character met his wife,
Yep.
and he's Muslim, and he meets this white girl, and his family basically disowns him, stuff like that. And then he tells this white girl that he can't be with her because he'll lose his family, so they kind of separate. And then she gets super sick, goes into a coma where she almost dies. That's the movie. And then he gets close with his parents, and then she comes out of the coma. She almost dies, comes out of the coma, and then I don't want to spoil alert, but
Yeah,
I was watching
Yeah.
I was super sad for a while.
Yeah.
But it's good because there's stand up. It's a really well done movie. It's really, really good. But it was heavy.
Speaking of which, did they pull I Love You, Daddy? Is that done? It's not going in the movie theaters, Louis C.K.'s movie? It's just done.
And he financed it.
They just pull it out.
That's the way it works around here.
Wow. And it doesn't
I guess
go
there's
on.
some scenes in there, though, that are questionable.
Yeah. But it doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't not on Netflix.
I think he
no,
could release
obviously.
it on his website. Like he's been doing, he released some stuff on his own. He's been doing that for a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, that I Love You, Daddy's gone. I know.
They must have known all this was coming too, because they were having meetings way before. Once they found out the New York Times was working on this story,
You're screwed.
they were
Once
in a
Weinstein
panic.
got busted, like you said, it's a witch hunt. Only if you're a witch. He's like, witches were
Yeah.
scared.
Yeah.
What else you got, Chin? For sure, don't show me a boat. Just race another boat, jumping over it.
I'll let you see this headline.
Gay lion spotted having sex in the savannah. Kenyan official is outraged.
So here, that's the picture.
Snap!
Hey.
Hey, look at that Maine on Maine.
Whoa! Now we're talking Maine on Maine, bro.
Hey, Kenyan official wants crazy gay lions isolated.
Bro, of course he does. This is immoral. Fucking unbelievable. You got
Demons also inhabit animals.
this is anti-gay stuff is alive and well in Africa.
Yeah, so a wildlife photographer caught that.
Damn, and he put,
picture.
if our lions begin this homosexual behavior, then that will surely be the end of the animal species.
Oh my God, this guy sounds brilliant.
And he's a doctor.
He's a doctor.
He's a doctor.
He sounds brilliant. He wants them isolated in case you catch gay.
Hold up. This dude puts, it was just a dramatic thing to see. He was astonished by Mutada's remarks, declaring it's not normal. These animals need counseling because probably they have been influenced by gays who have gone to the national parks and behaved badly.
I'll put him on. He's right there. Let's listen.
It's a long interview though,
He sounds great.
and he sounds like he's sort of half being silly but half serious.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Maybe he's joking around.
So it's 7 minutes long.
This guy has the humor of a slug. He's dead serious.
Guys are saying yes. Where is our moral boss, police boss? They need to hear what you have to say about this.
You like Martin as well. We don't regulate animals.
It's probably too hard to understand this guy.
That's the worst audio I've ever.
Maybe he's joking around.
Oh, he actually tweeted it, so this is official Twitter.
Our lines begin this homosexual battle, then it will be surely. I think he's joking. That's funny. I think he's joking. That's it. Did you see did you see Trump's tweet about Kim Jong-un?
Yeah.
It was so funny to me, though. That was funny. He goes, I can't believe you would call me old. I would never call him short and fat. I hope we can be friends one day. Did you see it?
No.
It's a fucking great tweet.
How the fuck did you not see this shit? What are you doing on the weekend?
Bring this up, because this made me laugh so hard. I thought this was a great tweet.
Every person in the world saw this tweet.
I thought this was a great tweet. I thought it was just fucking hilarious.
I'm Korean, too.
This is good comedy. I'm sorry. Trump sarcastically responds to, when will the haters and fools out there... no, that's fine. That's fine.
But that's a different one?
Yeah. Why would Kim Jong-un insult me by calling me old when I would never call him short and fat? Oh, well, I try so hard to be his friend, and maybe someday that will happen.
That is awesome.
That's fucking genius. That almost made me a Trump fan, but I'm not.
I'm just not amused.
God, that was
by
funny.
it.
I mean, he's the president of these United
That's
States.
what's a bummer, man.
I know. He's
I
using
can't believe
words
you see
like
that
haters
shit.
and fools.
I didn't.
What else you got?
Well, you guys brought up Trump. So, he actually talked to the Chinese president about releasing those guys.
Yep.
Yeah,
The three basketball
the
players.
ball, yeah.
Yep.
They're looking at 20 years.
10 years if they're fully whatever.
Goddamn, China, relax.
Yeah, that's all relaxed.
But
That's a
have you heard
handsome
this
kid.
rumors that they stole more than once?
It was from a
three
high-end
times?
store?
3 times? And he had
Louis
like
Vuitton, I think. Right? It was a Louis Vuitton. They're trying to steal
I don't know if it's
sunglasses.
Louis Vuitton. It might be
You face 10 years of prison. What the fuck is this ball kid thinking?
He's a kid.
They have money. Yes, stealing sunglasses from Louis Vuitton.
Okay, sunglasses.
What in the world are you thinking if you're in China trying to steal?
It's kind of crazy. I don't know.
So yeah, the president said they're going to get a fair trial.
Yikes. Which means what? You get 5 years?
Fuck, so they are going to trial, though.
Oh no, that was just my speaking. So they'll be treated fairly, and the fact that the president's looking into it.
Just let him pay a fine. That's the most powerful man.
China really doesn't work
world.
like that.
No, they execute people.
Yeah, they cut your hands off.
They've executed, I don't know about that, but I know they execute more people than any other country.
Jesus Christ.
China, and they sell your organs.
What?
Now, your organs go on the old market.
The old black
You need a
market.
kidney? Couple bad people. We caught some people.
We got some people stealing sunglasses.
Corruption. They kill people for corruption. Executed for corruption.
Ugh.
Yep.
They execute more people than the rest of the world, huh?
Combined.
Shit.
Yeah. It's also a lot of people, by the way.
Yeah, there's more people than anyone do. So that could
And
be
by
a
the way,
steal.
yeah.
But how much more is it than everyone else? Well,
I don't know. Well, at least
Several thousand. So
1,032
probably
executed
2,000
in 23
people
other countries
out of over a billion. It's not that much. And let's be honest, 2,000 people probably deserve to die. All right, that's a little too much.
yeah.
We all know somebody who could die. and we
Several
wouldn't give a
thousand
fuck.
per year.
Jeez.
All of us know somebody who could die, and we'd be like, "Really? Cool." Everybody.
Is that it, Chin?
That's it.
Good job, Nosby.
Yeah. I hope I didn't read this last time. I thought this was fascinating about
You
how.
said you read it last time?
No, I hope not. Just a little thing about women, and so since women are in the thing and sexual harassment and all, but it's pretty interesting how in the U.S. women were only allowed to have credit cards in their own name as of 43 years ago. Men had a 2-decade head start. When was the credit card invented? Anybody know? Give me a year. Thought this was kind of interesting.
1950.
Yeah. Fuck you.
What?
Did
Really?
you see my phone?
No. How would I see your phone?
Because you're a little sneak.
No.
Because you're a road puppy sneak. That's why.
Nah, that's pretty common, man.
All right.
1950. Any
How
other
about this?
brain
In the
busters?
1960s, a woman needed to bring a man along to co-sign on any credit
Yeah,
application.
that makes sense.
And then This is also connected to the fact that women didn't have bodily autonomy.
Got that? Jeez.
But women didn't have bodily autonomy either. Do you know what that means?
What?
Okay, meaning a woman's husband could beat her or have sex with her without her consent in this country
rape.
with no real legal recourse until the 1970s.
That's crazy.
We've come
70s.
a long way in a short period of time.
70s.
That's fucking fascinating. You know?
Is
So,
it?
yeah, I just thought it'd be pretty
Well,
interesting.
credit cards 1950.
Yeah.
You could rape.
But
you could rape your wife
women
at
needed to
7 in
bring
the
somebody
70s.
along. When I was born in this country,
The war gave us more power because we were opening more jobs since the men were
That's right.
going. So women need to be in the workforce, and then we were making all the industrial revolution for
Yep.
making weaponry. And
that's
everything.
right.
Need
Women were
MJ
put to
dropping
work.
knowledge on you, Brian.
Women were put to work. Interesting. Hey, man, it's not a competition. Don't give her the nod. Don't give her the
Credit cards
nod.
in the 1950s.
You guys come see me this Friday, Saturday at Gotham Comedy Club.
Oh, I love
Come
it there.
see me at the Gotham Comedy Club Friday, Saturday. I got 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday. I'm excited. Tickets at tfatk.com or GothamComedyClub.com. I'm excited. I got to post about that today again. And there you have it, you little monkeys.
Okay.
Oh, and then
man.
I'll be in Utah at Wise Guys in Salt Lake fucking City. Friday, Saturday after Thanksgiving weekend. Then I'm at Cobb's December 7, 8, and 9 in San Francisco. So come see me.
Boom. I'm in Inland Empire, Ontario Improv, November 30th. That is my next show. But then guess what?
What?
Fire and Kid are live.
Oh, shit.
We back together.
Yeah.
December 5th at the Comedy Store in Los Angeles.
I fucking
Our first time.
forgot about that.
I was thinking about the weekend stressing me out.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
kill it, don't
Could be
worry.
a disaster.
we'll crush
I'm
it.
just kidding. The Fire and the Kid is live at the Comedy Store December 5th. It is one show, one night only. You know that bitch is gonna sell out. Get tickets right now.
You know it's gonna sell out.
tfatk.com. So I'm at the Ontario Improv. My next show is November 30th. And then Brian and I are together, The Fighter and the Kid, live, the Comedy Store December 5th. Then Buffalo, I'm at the Helium December 14th through the 16th. Get tickets right now. tfatk.com for all that juicy
All
stuff.
that juicy shit.
This is The Fire and the Kid. We're out.